Hi everyone, Carol here from Carol's Crafty Ways. I'm doing a two-part video today because the other day I was having a bit of a sort through my stash of card. I don't know if everybody else is the same, but I tend to keep scraps of card, especially white and black, because you never know what it might come in for. But when you're actually doing a 6x6 card and you're using a piece of A4 card, you generally end up with these offcuts. Yeah, I can sometimes use them for sentiment, but you end up with quite a lot of them. So I was going through and thinking, what can I do with these little bits of card? And in various different sizes, depending on what size I've done the card. And what I thought they would make use for is to make some bookmarks. So I thought, I'm going to have a go at doing some bookmarks. Now, it's two stages because I want to show you how to do the backgrounds and then I need them to dry off. So I will do the video in two parts, give me a chance to, dry them off, and then you can watch part two afterwards where I sort of decorate them. But this is the kind of thing that I did the other day. I did quite a few of these, which I'm then going to stamp up. So let's get cracking. So I've got different various ones here. I've got some watercolour card cut-offs, and then I've got multifarious and other bits and bobs. And I'm going to do two different techniques, one with oxides and one with brush-os. You can also use your pixie powders, you can use the smooching technique, but let's start off with some multifarious. And it really doesn't matter. I tend to trim these down so they're sort of 6 centimeters, but it really doesn't matter on the length because I suppose it depends what kind of book you're using. So I'm going for the first one. I'm going to use spun sugar, spun sugar, tumbled glass, and broken china, and I've got blending brush for each one. So I'm just going to take the spun sugar and I really want this like a pastel-y colour. So I really want to start at the top with the spun sugar and just blend that. And as I say, this piece is a piece of multifarious card that I've used to make a card, and then I've ended up with a cut-off. I'm going to leave that at that, and I'm going to take broken china. Sorry, not tumbled glass. Tumbled glass. And I'm just going to blend that into the spun sugar. Okay. Go back to your spun sugar and just blend that in. I'm going to take broken china. Brush the broken china on. And bring this across the bottom. Go back to tumbled glass and just blend that in. And I'm just going to leave that now to dry and set. You do another one with oxides. And this time I'm going to use fossilized amber, broken china, and salty ocean. Let's get a fresh. As you can see, I've been looking up. Another piece of card. We're going to start now with the top part with fossilised amber. Again, this is a piece of multifarious card. Then we're going to take broken china. So it really doesn't matter what length you end up with. I just thought it was a good way of using up scraps. Okay, I'm going to take Salty Ocean. Blend that. And then take your brush so you can brush that in. And again, I'm just going to leave that one to dry. So that's 2 with Oxide. You can do whatever colours you want. And now I'm going to take a piece of watercolour card. And I'm going to bring in my brushes, which are, let's get these out of the way. My brushes, which are all in these little pots here. Okay, let's see if I can bring those in. So here we go. Can you see those? I'm going to turn that around so I can get you into the camera. So I've got them all in my little pots. And I've got a brush here. Just going to get a baby white because I want to dab off into a baby white. So I've mixed some of my brushes with water into these little pots. I'm going to start at the top and I'm just going to use, I think this is violet that I've mixed up. And I'm going to bring in my water and just blend that down. You can bring in a bit more. Then I'm going to take my, I think this one's yellow. Okay. I never put the lids on them properly because it's just so hard to get on. And then I have a green over here. You mixed a green earlier. There. And then I'm just going to take this darkish green. Put brush into water to blend that down. If you found the tags are too long, you can just trim them when you've done. Okay, and I'm going to pop that to one side to dry. And take another piece. Let's get rid of this piece of paper. And then I have got a red one here. I'm going to use red. Dip your brush into some water just to blend it down a bit. And then I'm going to go into the orange. I like that one. And I'm going to go into the yellow. And put that to dry. Okay. Put the lids back on these. I'm going to try some other paints because while I've been doing this, I've just been thinking as to whether or not some other paints that I've got might also work. So bear with me while I get those out. I've got some paints that I got from Creative Expressions a while back. So these are some I've had a while back from Creative Expressions. And I do use these quite a lot. And I'm just thinking, I've got various different ones. I've got pastels, I've got reds. I've doubled up there, two the same. I'm going to try these. Now these are ones that you actually mix with water. So you have to activate them with water. So let's try it on a piece of multifarious first. It may not take on the multifarious, but let's give it a whirl. You have to mix your water onto the paint. Check down, they do work actually. Okay, let's try this turquoise one there. So you just activate these with water. They last ages. This is like a bluey green. It's a bit more watery than what you get with your oxides and brushes, but we'll see when they dry. Going with it's like gold. Have we got a yellow? I'm gonna put them. See if we've got like a yellow. That looks like a nice. They're pastel. There's a yellow here. Let's try this yellow. Right, my water's got a lot of green in. Okay. Try it on multifarious, then we'll try it on watercolour card. Okay, put that somewhere to dry. So let's get a piece of watercolour. I go for a bit of a pastel. I think it's something on the card there. I think it's taking better on the watercolour. See if we've got a darker blue. Let's take this. As you can see, Matt, they're well used. What I like about these as well, if you want to use them to colour in a stamp that you've stamped, if you emboss with black embossing powder, or if you use black archival or Versafine and then use clear embossing powder, you can actually colour in amazingly. I'll do a video on that. Okay, let's do this darker blue here, like a purpley blue. Okay. I'm out the way. So there we go, we've got oxides, we have got, you can see the shimmer on those, and then we've got our brushes. So we need to wait for those to dry and then we can make them into tags. So join me for part 2 and watch how I did the tags. If I can ask you to subscribe, there is a problem with YouTube. Some people's subscriptions, when they've subscribed, they've been unsubscribed. So please check that you haven't been unsubscribed to the channel. And if I can ask you to please share, like, that would be wonderful. Okay, thanks everyone. Speak to you all soon. Bye.